Today we are going to learn about the nomenclature of organic molecules, and let us be familiar with the three terms now. We start with primary 1 degree, secondary 2 degree, tertiary 3 degree, quaternary or neo 4 degree. Now let us try to understand what exactly it is. Let us look at this carbon chain. This carbon chain, if it is associated with the hydrogens, like hydrogens, H, H, H. Okay, I should write two hydrogens. One hydrogen up, one hydrogen down. This way of writing is representing structural formula of a hydrocarbon. Can we write the condensation formula? Condensed formula CH3, CH2, C, CH3 taken 2 times, CH2, CH, CH3, CH3. This is called condensed formula. Can you see how condensed formula has been written? I will say this is carbon 1, 2, 2, 3. The third carbon has one methyl group above, one methyl group below. I wrote it as CH3 taken twice. Fourth carbon, fifth carbon. The fifth carbon has a methyl group in addition to H, CH, CH3, finally CH3. Can you see this is what? What is this? Condensed formula. One, two, three, four, five, six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Third carbon has 2 methyl groups. Fifth carbon has 1 methyl. This is called bond line formula. What is this, sir? Structural formula, bond line formula, condensed formula. Have you understood these formulas first of all? Hello? Can you write the condensed formula and structural formula to this molecule? Well, you can count in this way, or you can also count in this way. Either the way, when you count this way, you are having 8 carbons. You count this way, you are having 8 carbons. Now I want to know how to count this parent carbon chain. Is it from left to right or from right to left? How should I count? Is it like anti or is it like phi? We are counting the side chains. We are counting the carbons. Which is a better way? I would say that is a better way where the substituents, this is a main chain, this is a substituent, this is a substituent, this is a substituent. The substituents and their sum must have lowest possible number. If I count from left to right, if I count like this, substituents are getting number 4. Again 4, because on 4 you have 2 substituents. Plus 6 plus 7. Total sum all the substituents getting is equal to 21. If I count from right to left, the substituents are getting number 2 plus 3 plus 5 plus 5. The sum of the substituents is equal to 15. Which is least in these two? 15 is least. So there is something called least sum rule. One should number the carbon chain in such a way that the sum of all numbers given to substituents must be least. Least sum rule. So the standard IUPAC name is given to a carbon compound in such a way that the substituents are numbered. First identify longest continuous carbon chain that includes functional groups, if any. So name of the compound is based on this number of carbons in longest continuous chain. Numbering of carbons, numbering is done according to least sum rule. Okay. Now let us go back. Let us go back. Okay. Can you give the condensed formula to this compound? The condensed formula, if you try, will be like C, 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 C. How many carbons? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 carbons. 8 carbons. Now, from this side, second carbon has 1 carbon side chain, 6th carbon has 1 carbon side chain, and 5th carbon has 2 carbon side chains too. 2, 3, 5 have substituents. 2, 3, 5. These are the side chains as you have seen here. Can you see it? Whether the side chain is written in the bottom or top, it makes no difference. It is a side chain. So 1 carbon on second carbon, 1 carbon side chain on second carbon. And on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th carbon, 2 carbon side chains. Now, to this you have to put hydrogens. Do you know I am writing only enough hydrogens so that each carbon makes 4 bonds. How many hydrogens I should write here, sir? Only 1. How many hydrogens I should write here? Only 1. How many hydrogens here? Because there are already 2 bonds, 2 more hydrogens. How many hydrogens here? How many hydrogens here? 0. Why 0? Because this is already having 4 bonds. Can you see that? Now, in this compound, the longest continuous chain has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 carbons. Hence, it is oct. Because 8 carbons, if only 1 carbon is there, meth. If 2 carbons are there, eth. If 3 carbons are there, prop. 4 carbons are there, but. 5 carbons are pent. 6 carbons are there, hex. 7 carbons means hept. 8 carbons means oct. 9 carbons is non, 10 carbons is a dec, 11 carbons is undec, 12 carbons is dodec, 15 carbons means pentadec, so on. So, based on this root words, because this has 6 carbons, I say it starts with oct. And because it has only single bonds, octan, octan. Because it is only a containing carbon and hydrogen, ends with E, octane. So the parent chain of this compound is octane. To this octane parent chain, there is a side chain having 1 carbon. All the side chains which have only 1 carbon are called methyl. They are sometimes represented as Me. If the side chain sometimes has 2 carbons, it can also be written as C2H5. Is called ethyl, represented sometimes by Et. If there are 3 carbons in the side chain, it is propyl. Sometimes represented as prop. So the long carbon chain, it is linked to a side chain having 3 carbons. 1, 2, 3. So obviously it is called propyl, means this is the main carbon chain having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 carbons. Hence it is known because all are single bonds AN. Because it is a hydrocarbon nonane. To this nonane, 5th carbon is linked to what, sir? 5th carbon is linked to 3 carbon side chain. 1, 2, 3 carbon side chain. 3 carbon side chain linked to first carbon is called propyl. So this compound is to be called as nonane that has a propyl group on 5th carbon. So it is 5-propyl nonane. Any difficulties there? 5-propyl nonane. Are we very clear? You can count from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 this end or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 this end. Whether you are counting from this end or this end, it is 5th carbon only, no difference. This has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 carbons. We can count from left to right. And now the 5th carbon is having a side chain having 1, 2, 3 carbons. You can count from right to left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or left to right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The substituent, when you are counting from left to right, is coming on the 4th position. When you are counting from right to left, is coming on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th position. So always you should see that the substituent gets the lowest possible number. So you will count from left to right. Because it has 8 carbons, it is oct. Because it has only single bonds, it should have AN. Because it is only a hydrocarbon containing only carbon and hydrogen ends with E, octane. To this octane, from left to right, fourth carbon has a side chain with 3 carbons. So I call it as 4 propyl octane. Are we very clear? Yes, sir? Let us rewrite this molecule once again. Octane. On the fourth carbon, you kept a propyl. Now I will put on the second carbon 2 methyl groups. It is 1 methyl having 1 carbon. You know, CH3 is called methyl. It has a methyl group, 1 methyl. I am writing again. It is 8 carbon, octane. Octane is having 1, 2, 3, 4, fourth carbon, propyl. Second carbon, it has a methyl group. Let us add one more methyl. One more methyl. What is the name of this compound? If you are putting 1 carbon side chain, that is methyl. If you are putting 2 carbon side chain, that is ethyl. If you are putting 3 carbon side chain through first carbon, it is propyl. Notice, the 3 carbon side chain can be linked through first carbon, or sometimes it is linked through even second carbon. If it is linked through second carbon, it is called isopropyl. If the propyl is linked through first carbon, it is called simply propyl. So propyl group can have 2 possible linkages to main chain. The main chain can be linked to propyl group through first carbon, or the main carbon chain can be linked to propyl through second carbon. If it is linked through second carbon, isopropyl. If it is linked through first carbon, propyl. Now, what is the name of this compound? Let's work out. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 carbons in a longest continuous chain, so it is oct. Because all are single bonds octan, because it is a hydrocarbon octane. This octane is having a propyl group on fourth carbon. 4 propyl. On the second carbon, it has 2 methyl groups. And on the third carbon, it has 1 more methyl group. So I will say 2, 2, 3 trimethyl. 4 propyl, 2, 2, 3 trimethyl octane. Now let's give the name to the octane. I have substituents like 4 propyl, 2 to 3 trimethyl. 2 to 3 trimethyl. If you look at methyl, English alphabet M, propyl, English alphabet P. In dictionary, GHIJKLMNOP, first M comes, then P comes. Therefore, while naming this compound, I call it as 2,2,3 trimethyl 4 propyl octane. Alphabetical order I follow for substituents, and I specify the name of the compound based on the carbons in the longest continuous chain. I put a suffix AN because it is saturated, no double bonds. I end it with the E because it contains only carbon and hydrogen. So it is 2,2,3 trimethyl 4 propyl octane. Let us try to name another compound. This has 9 carbons. The second carbon has a side chain with 2 carbons. The third carbon has a side chain with 3 carbons. The fourth carbon has 2 side chains, each with 1 carbon. Can we name this compound? Either I can count from left to right like this, or I can count from right to left like this. This is counting in A scheme. This is counting in B scheme. If you are counting in A scheme, left to right, the substituents are getting numbers like 5, 5, 6, 7. The substituents are getting 23 as a sum. If I am counting from right to left, the substituents are getting numbers like 3, 4, 5, 5. Substituents are getting 17. Therefore, I have to count from right to left. B is right. While naming the organic molecule, I should identify the longest continuous carbon chain and I should identify the substituents. I will count either from left to right or right to left based on which way I get the lowest sum. I will always follow the lowest sum rule. While counting the carbons, I must remember if there is any functional group that must be included in carbon chain. Now, if I look at it, it has 9 carbons, so it is known. Because all are single bonds, no name. Because it is a hydrocarbon, no name. To this no name, I can see third carbon is having ethyl substituent. Fourth carbon has 1, 2, 3 propyl group linked through first carbon. So propyl substituent. Fifth carbon has 1 methyl and 1 more methyl. So the name of this compound must be 5,5-dimethyl, 7-ethyl, 6-propyl nonane. In this ethyl, E is in the lowest alphabet in dictionary. After E comes M. After M comes P. Therefore, name of this compound is 3-ethyl. 1, 2, 3. 3-ethyl. 5,5-dimethyl. 4-propyl nonane. I repeat the name. 3-ethyl. 5,5-dipropyl. 4. I will write here. 3-ethyl. 5,5-dimethyl. 4-propyl nonane. This is the name they gave me. 3-ethyl, 5,5-dimethyl, 4-propyl nonane. They want me to write the structure. I see here nonane. Nonane means how many carbons? How many carbons? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 carbons. Nonane means 9 carbons, all are single bonds. 3 ethyl. Third carbon has a ethyl. 5,5-dimethyl. And 4 propyl. The fourth carbon has propyl. This is the condensed formula. And this is the bond line formula. Let us try to name a compound. What is the name of this compound? To name this compound, I will be counting in such a way that the side chains will get lowest possible number. So I am counting like this. 7 carbons so heptane. All are single bonds AN. Hydrocarbon E, heptane. The heptane has on the third carbon 2 methyl groups. Fourth carbon has a ethyl group. So I would say 4 ethyl, 3,3-dimethyl heptane. Let us try to name a compound. What is the name of this compound? I count the carbons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It is a big N. If I count from this end, it is getting 5th carbon. I count from this end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. From this end, it is coming 6 carbon. So I count like this. Now, on the 5th carbon, it has 2 substituents. Each fellow has 1, 2, 3 carbons. I call it as 5,5-dipropyl decay. Let me try to name next compound. What is the name of this compound? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I count like this. On the 5th carbon, I have a substituent with 2 carbons. I have a substituent with 3 carbons. So I call it as decay. It is 5-ethyl, 5-propyl decay. That's all. Now, sometimes I have a situation. I am getting here propyl with 3 carbons, but the carbons are 1, 2, 3 in the side chain. But the propyl group is linked through second carbon. Here propyl group is linked to first carbon. Here propyl group is linked through second carbon. See, total side chain has 3 carbons, but out of these 3, second carbon is linked. So in the 7th position, I have isopropyl group. I call it as 7 isopropyl. If I am counting from left to right. If I am counting from left to right, it will become 4 iso 5 ethyl 4 isopropyl 5 propyl decane 5 ethyl 4 isopropyl 5 propyl decane. I followed strictly alphabetical order. I said first ethyl because he comes first. I will be counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You are right. It is. If I count like this, it will be 6 plus 6 plus 4. If I count like this, 5 plus 5 plus 7, 17, 16. So I will count from left to right only. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It will be like 6 ethyl, 6 propyl, 7 not 7, 4 isopropyl decane. That's it. I will rewrite the compound once again. This decane having substituents on 4 and 6. This decane having substituents on 4th carbon, 4th isopropyl. On 6th you have ethyl. On 6th also you have propyl. What is the name of this compound? We are counting from left to right. I am naming it as 6-ethyl. Alphabetical order E first. 4 isopropyl. 6 propyl decane. That's all. Therefore, now I wanted you to notice this carbon is linked to only one carbon called primary carbon. This carbon which is linked to only one carbon is called primary carbon. Here, how many primary carbons are there? Let us encircle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This compound has 6 primary carbons. No need to rejoin. Tomorrow we continue. Now we are concluding. It has 6 primary carbons. This carbon which is linked to 2 carbons is secondary. Secondary carbon, secondary carbon, secondary carbon, secondary carbon, secondary carbon, secondary carbon. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Also, this is a secondary carbon. Also, this is a secondary carbon. Also, this is a secondary carbon. So, how many secondary carbons are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Total 9 secondary carbons. A carbon that is locked to 3 different carbons is tertiary. 1. There is only one tertiary carbon. Carbon which is locked to 4 carbons. 1, 2, 3, 4. Carbon which is locked to 4 carbons is called quaternary. So often they ask a question, how many primary, how many secondary, how many tertiary, how many quaternary carbons are there? This compound has 1 quaternary, 2 tertiary, 2 tertiary or 1 tertiary? 1 tertiary. 1 quaternary, 1 tertiary, 9 secondary, 6 primary carbons. So like that they ask questions. Always remember, carbon locked to only 1 carbon is primary. Carbon locked to 2 carbons is secondary. Carbon locked to 3 carbons is tertiary. Carbon locked to 4 carbons is quaternary or neo. That's all. Now let us make a review of this. If the side chain has only 1 carbon, it is methyl. Sometimes written as only. If the side chain has 2 carbons, it is ethyl. Et. If the side chain has 3 carbons, the 3 carbons can be linked through first carbon or they can be linked through second carbon. If it is linked through first carbon, it is called propyl. If it is linked through second carbon, it is called isopropyl. Similarly, there can be a butyl group that can have 4 possible linkages, which we see tomorrow. Now, once again, look at this compound. Let us be very clear on what we have done. In this compound, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If I write like this is a tertiary carbon. This is a primary carbon because it is linked to only 1 carbon. But this carbon is linked to 3 carbons, so it is a tertiary carbon. What about this carbon? This is a secondary carbon. What about this carbon? This is a primary. Can you decide what type of carbon it is? Secondary. 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 What type of carbon it is? Primary. So based on how many carbons to which a carbon is bound decides primary, secondary, tertiary carbons. A standard IIT question. Look at this structure. This structure has how many secondary carbons? How many primary carbons? How many tertiary carbons? Let me use red color. Primary carbon, primary carbon. It has 2 primary carbons. Now secondary carbon. This is a secondary carbon, secondary carbon, secondary carbon, secondary carbon, secondary carbon. How many secondary carbons? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Sorry, this is primary carbon. This is primary carbon. I'm sorry. I could have changed the color. I have not changed. Anyway, I will change the color. I will rewrite the structure, changing the color so that there is no confusion. Yeah. Primary carbon, primary carbon, primary carbons are 2. Secondary carbon, secondary carbon, secondary carbon.
गुड मॉर्निंग सर।
मॉर्निंग, जल्दी आओ जी।